Happy Father's Day. It is day 41, and the title of day 41 is The Envy Trap. Before I get too far down into my review, I just want to let you guys know I did a quick test video before I recorded this video just to see if I was looking in the right place when I'm recording. And I clearly have not been. So, oops, my bad. 41 days in to a 40-day challenge. I decided to evaluate what it's looking like. But it's fine. Content, right? Content, not what it looks like. So the envy trap. This day was interesting to me, and I think it was very informative, and it challenged me to think about myself and how I process things and how I see the world and how I evaluate the world. I've said that before. I think that is one thing that has been consistent for me across this study. Changing my mindset and how I think about things is going to be very crucial for me to be effective going into this new decade of my life, right? So I'm going to read to you directly from the book. A lot of times I don't really care to read directly from the book because I want the review to be like, okay, girl, how does this day challenge you? But I don't have the energy and the strength to try to paraphrase. So I'm going to read to you one of the things that stood out to me the most in this day, and then I'll give you my take on it and why it was so impactful for me personally. The worst part of envy is that it's an insult to God. Every time you wish you were someone else, have what they have, or do what they do, you are saying, God, you made a huge mistake with me. You could have done better. You could have made me like that person, but you didn't. And then he goes on to say that envy is actually a form of spiritual rebellion based on ignorance and arrogance. It assumes that I have a better plan for my life than my Creator does. What? Why is he in my business like this? I quite often wish I was more extroverted. I wish I was more bold, or I wish it was easier for me to do this or do that. But when I do that, I discredit who God is and I discredit his sovereignty. And that's the second time that point has stood out to me this week, that I carry a lot of arrogance, clearly, because I have those thoughts quite frequently. And if you didn't watch an earlier video, I was saying that Wednesday night at Bible study, my pastor was, I might not have said it on a video, I might have said it in real life to a person. So this might be my first time saying it on video. But my pastor was talking about the fact that worry is really a sin, right? Because it's an insult to God, because by worrying, we're kind of saying, ooh, I have the skill or the power to change this. Like me staying up worrying about it, going over and over it again. I'm doing that because I feel like there's something I can do to change it. When the fact of the matter is that God is the one with the ultimate power. It's his. Every problem I have, every burden I have, everything about me belongs to God. And when I take a sense of ownership, then I'm exhibiting a lot of arrogance. And I think that is an area that has been highlighted throughout my study, that my worrying and my doubting it's not coming from a very healthy place. It's coming from a sinful place, and that's something I need to be aware of. Doing this study has helped me with my thinking, but the reality of the situation is I'm going to need to continue to study once tomorrow is over. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for this journey. I'm grateful for the opportunity God provided for me to share how this book is impacting my life. but I'm not sad to see it pass. But even with that in mind, I need to be intentional with what I'm going to do to continue to nourish my spiritual life and my spiritual walk. Because it's so easy to fall backwards when you are not intentional and focused on being the best version of yourself that you can be. Of course, I'm not ever going to be perfect. I'm not searching for perfection, but I am very much searching to live a life of purpose and a life that He has set out for me, whatever that looks like. Even if I don't agree, even if I feel like I have a better plan, I have to push my arrogance to the side. I did not create the universe, so my plan is not better. And I need to be willing, truly willing to let it go. Not just lip service, but let it go and see where He takes me. And that takes a lot of trust. And I have trust issues. And yeah, I'm a work in progress, y'all. I am grateful for this journey, like I said. But I'm also excited to not have to do a video every day, because I don't comb my hair. This has been stressful. And that's why my hair is not combed on many videos, because I just don't have it. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your Father's Day. All the fathers out there, enjoy, live it up, party like it's whatever year is a good year for you. Yeah, I get to enjoy the rest of my evening. I took a little after church lay down. This story has nothing to do with like you know how a pastor can take a point and you think it's just like a story, but really he's driving home a spiritual point. This ain't one of them stories. This is just true life. I'm dialoguing. We're talking. So I like to be cold when I sleep. So I sleep with the fan on year round. Year round. The fan has to be on. We had really bad storms pass through here last night. I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning, not because of the thunder and the lightning. The loud noises don't wake me up. I woke up because my fan was off. And I'm like, why the fan? What happened to the fan? And when I woke up and I heard the thunder and I saw the lightning and stuff, and I noticed how dark it was in my house, like it was super dark. I don't sleep with lights on or anything, but like even the outside lights, like the street lights, were out. I was like, oh man, we don't have power. It made me real sad. So I took a little afternoon lay down at my mama's house because I still didn't have power and my phone had like died. That's another reason I'm later with this video today. Anyways, long story short is, actually I should say long story less long, because it still was a pretty long story. Yeah, I look forward to the day that I won't have to try to look a little bit more decent. Yeah. It's been a ride, y'all. Before I get off today, I am going to remember to read the verse that I have so beautifully tagged. Okay. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. That's Proverbs 14:30. I don't want rotted bones, and I don't want you to have them either. Have a fantastic rest of your evening, and I will see you here tomorrow for our final day in purpose-driven life. I mean, even after the book, my life will be purpose-driven, but you know what I mean. See y'all.